Thanks, Lewis. The headlines in the southeast today. Get Fit, a group of GP practices and a sports centre come together to create a unique new treatment hub in Sussex.
We are the luckiest people in southeast.
Living with dementia, Brighton historian Bert Williams talks about caring for his wife of 6 decades. And the saddest show on earth, we chat to artist Sophie Green about her ultra-realistic exhibition of exploited species. Welcome to the programme. I'm Ellie Crisell. A group of GP practices have joined forces with a sports centre operator in Sussex, providing a healthcare service believed to be the first of its kind in the UK. It's taken over the Hillbrow Sports Campus in Eastbourne, vacated by the University of Brighton. Mark Norman has more.
Hillbrow has everything you'd expect in a sports leisure centre. But the builders are in, constructing consultation rooms for GPs, physios and potentially an NHS urgent treatment centre.
Now we've got 2 consultation rooms.
The bosses here believe they're creating a first for the UK in combining the 2 under one roof.
In the next few weeks we'll be moving in terms of a clinical presence, and then we'll be seeing patients in the evenings and weekends, which is a service we already run in other locations. But we'll also be doing some urgent work, which is in partnership with the hospital trust. They're really splitting at the sides in terms of space, and we're going to be seeing some of their patients that are appropriate for other community locations right here in Hillbrow.
When somebody comes in for a GP appointment, we'd hope that the GP would be encouraging them to be more physically active, and of course right next door to them is the opportunity for them to do so. It also gives our professional team an opportunity to work with the health practitioners and GPs in a new way, and that's really the ambition that we've got for this, for Hillbrow Health and Wellbeing.
This is an area for us to get fit and keep fit, and you know, so if there's physios and things around, that would be amazing.
With a gymnasium and a swimming pool, and the added advantage having extra fitness classes, and it's wonderful, it's really wonderful.
We are the luckiest people in southeast.
And remember, this building used to belong to the University of Brighton, hence the lecture hall, and part of the ambition here is to be able to train the next generation of GPs in this building. And the ambition here dovetails with the government's 10-year plan for the NHS and the intended move from treatment to prevention. It's now up to people locally to buy into that concept. Mark Norman, BBC South East Today, Eastbourne.
The latest sewage discharge for England have been released. Southern Water discharged sewage around 30,000 times last year, a small decrease for 2023. The company says its interventions are working to bring the figures down. The jury in the trial of a teenager accused of murdering a man in East Sussex has been sent out to consider its verdict. 20-year-old Billy Ripley died after being stabbed in Hailsham in August last year. A 17-year-old who can't be named for legal reasons denies murder. With an ageing population, more of us have a loved one coping with dementia. Bert and Shirley Williams have been married for almost 60 years, and after Shirley's diagnosis with Alzheimer's, Bert became her devoted carer. Peter Whittlesey met the couple at home in Patcham, near Brighton.
You look good there, girl.
You had fine legs. Shirley.
Oh no.
That's my sister.
Shirley and Bert Williams vividly remember their wedding day. That was nearly 60 years ago. But when Shirley started repeating herself and struggling with her short-term memory, her daughter feared Shirley might have Alzheimer's.
I think my daughter might have picked up it.
Nothing can take away Shirley's achievements. She was part of the Windrush generation. After coming to the UK, she became a midwife and ward sister. And Bert believes an early diagnosis has slowed down Shirley's decline.
The first year of being diagnosed, they take us to a club where you meet other people with Alzheimer's and the carers. So it was difficult for me because I knew nothing about Alzheimer's
or anything else.
But going to the memory assessment club sort of educated you.
1 in 3 people will be diagnosed with dementia in their lifetime. In the southeast, more than 81,000 people have a diagnosis, but it's estimated more than a third of people living with dementia are still to receive a formal diagnosis. Shirley now has late-stage Alzheimer's, the most severe, but Bert says his love for her and support from his family means anything is possible. Peter Whittlesey, BBC South East Today, Brighton.
And to find out more, go to our website, bbc.co.uk/memories and dementia. Sophie Green from Eastbourne is renowned for her ultra-realistic paintings of vulnerable species which she creates to highlight the exploitation of animals. We sent Ian Palmer along to meet the artist before her latest exhibition.
From her studio surrounded by East Sussex forest, the artist Sophie Green has nature inside and out. But it's the natural world the 33-year-old puts to canvas people are talking about. Her latest exhibition is called The Saddest Show on Earth. The aim is to stop the exploitation of the animal kingdom.
The Saddest Show on Earth isn't just this exhibition necessarily, it's also kind of a metaphor for this entire planet that we're on and how we use and exploit wildlife and nature. It's a topic that's always kind of fascinated me, and just how we use animals for food and fashion and sport and entertainment and tourism, you know, the list goes on. And I think there are improvements and things are getting slightly better, but not enough.
Sophie Green was a selective mute until she was 7 years old. It was about this time she began drawing and painting, but the former primary school teacher only became a full-time artist in 2020. It's all hands on deck ahead of opening. Her co-podcaster and friend, Giles Bailey Phillips, principal, among them.
Blood, sweat and tears on these canvases. It's not just the handiwork. Yeah, it's phenomenal. I'm always blown away when I get to see these paintings in their early stages as well. And you almost can't imagine in those early stages how they're going to appear when they are finally finished.
I want people to feel in awe of the animals and feel connected with the animals, but also walk away feeling like they've had their eyes opened to something. And I really want people to start to question, how do I potentially commodify nature and wildlife, and how can I do better?
Ian Palmer, BBC South East Today, London.
Amazing. Time for a look at the weather. Rachel is here. Spring's here, isn't it, Rach?
Spring's here. I've got my lamb.
Aww.
Yeah, I know. Spring is here and we've got plenty of spring sunshine. Thankfully, this afternoon, of course, first thing, it was misty and foggy, but that mist and fog has been lifting, and by the afternoon, all of us are seeing a sunny and mild afternoon. Temperatures above the seasonal average. We've once again got high pressure in control of things, so clear blue skies for many of us by the afternoon. Perhaps just a little bit of fair weather cloud bubbling up. We hold on to those gentle southwesterly breezes, and temperatures comfortably in the mid-teens, highs there of around 17, maybe even 18 degrees. Once again into tonight, where you see clearer skies with lighter winds. There'll be some mist and fog patches around, and actually plenty of low cloud pushing in from the west. Overnight temperatures similar to today. Overnight lows there of 5 or 6 degrees, giving us a mild, misty, murky start to the day. You can see some blue behind me. We start dry. It doesn't stay that way. That rain passing through, that's a cold front behind it, some slightly fresher conditions. Temperatures dropping to around 12 or 13 degrees. You can notice those winds are picking up, and then as we look beyond that, eventually we're going to be recovering. Decent temperatures and lots of sunshine, but plenty of rain around, I'm afraid, for Friday morning.
17 though.
Hello, and look at the
we'll
sunshine.
Take it. Thank you. Before we go, do you know someone who's making a real difference in your community? Well, it's time to nominate them for our Make a Difference Awards. Here are all the details.
The BBC Make a Difference Awards celebrate remarkable people. And it's time to shine a light on those who make our communities special. Whether you know a great neighbour, a real community hero, or even an amazing animal, we want to hear from you. For a full list of categories and details on how to nominate, go to bbc.co.uk/makeadifference, where you can see our full terms and privacy notice. Nominations are open now and close on the 31st of March at 5 p.m. The BBC Make a Difference Awards 2025, celebrating people who make a difference where you live.
Get your nominations in before the end of the month. That's it for now. Back to Lewis. Bye-bye.